Hello friends, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Rasayan Setu. So friends, in today's video, we are going to discuss previous year questions of physical spectroscopy and term symbols which was asked in CSIR NET June 2016 exam. Okay, so let's start. Now see, this is your first question and it says the lowest energy term symbol for the D6 configuration is, and we have four options, that is first, second, third, four. Okay, and this question is coming for 2 marks. So friends, in this question you must find the term symbol for D6 electronic configuration. Understand? So let's do the solution of this question. Now see friends, in our question we have D6 electronic configuration. Okay, and according to this configuration we have a 6 electron in a d orbital, and they are filling in this way. Okay, 2 electrons are in a pair form and 4 are unpaired electrons. Now first of all, you know very well that for d orbitals the value of azimuthal quantum number, that is small l, will be this plus 2 plus 1 0 minus 1 and minus 2. This is the respective values of azimuthal quantum of the d orbitals. Okay, now when you talk about the spin multiplicity of this configuration, so first of all you know that we calculate as is only by the summation of spin multiplicity of unpaired electrons. Okay, and you know, because this will be cancelled out, the spin multiplicity of this pair will be cancelled out. This is plus half and this is minus half. Okay, now we conclude as for these 4 unpaired electrons. Now the spin multiplicity of these 4 unpaired electrons are each is half. Okay, so half plus half plus half plus half. So when you sum all of these spin multiplicity, the value of s is 2. Okay, so from this, as the value of 2s plus 1 will be 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1, that is 5. So the value of 2s plus 1 is equals to 5. Okay, and we must find the value of 2s plus 1 L. Okay friends, so because when you observe the options, in options you must find only the value of 2s plus L according to your choices. Okay, we don't want to find the value of J. So for L, you know very well that for finding the L, you must sum all the small l values of the electrons present in the electronic configuration. So here we have 6 electrons, and you know for we have 2 electrons in plus 2. So 2 plus 2, 1 electron is in plus 1, then 0, then plus into minus 1, then plus into minus 2. Okay, now the conclusion of this calculation is 10 plus 2, then plus 2 4, then plus 1 5. Okay, then plus 5 into plus 5 and it will be minus 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, and you know very well that for L is equals to 2 we have term D. Okay, so it means the value of L, the term for L is D. So the term symbol for this D6 electronic configuration will be 5D. That is your option number second. Understand? Okay, so option number second is the correct answer for this question. Okay, I hope you understand it. Now we move towards our next question, and see, it says in an NMR spectrometer containing a 2.5 Tesla magnet, Larmor precision frequency of 1H is 100 MHz. The radio frequency used in this spectrometer has an associated magnetic field strength of 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. The duration of a 90-degree pulse in this instrument is, and we have 4 options. Okay, and friends, this question is coming for 2 marks, and this question we must find a pulse duration. Understand? So let's do the solution of this question. Now see, what is the concept behind this question? A pulse duration concept. Okay, so you know friends, when a magnetic field is applied in any NMR instrument, it will be applied in this manner. Okay, and the associated magnetic field is in precision movement. Okay, this is a precision movement. Okay, and frequency associated with this precise movement is known as Larmor frequency. Okay, in NMR we know The frequency attached with this precise movement is known as Larmor frequency, and the formula of this Larmor frequency will be equals to gamma b naught upon 2 pi. Okay, this is the formula for Larmor frequency. Now in this case we have also a associated magnetic field with this applied magnetic field. Okay, according to our question, we have also a associated magnetic field with this this is applied magnetic field. Okay, and this is a precise movement of this magnetic field. Now associated magnetic field with this applied magnetic field is also present in this question. Okay, okay, this will be associated magnetic field. Associated magnetic field. Now this will be denoted by B naught, so this associated magnetic field will be denoted by B1. So the Larmor frequency associated with your applied magnetic field will be gamma B naught upon 2 pi. Okay, so the Larmor frequency with associated with this associated magnetic field will be given by C. This will be given by gamma B1 upon 2 pi. Okay, this frequency will associated with this applied magnetic field, and this frequency will be associated with this associated magnetic field which is perpendicular to your applied magnetic field. Okay, and why we take perpendicular? Because when you see in corner, the question says the duration of a 90-degree pulse in this instrument. Okay, duration of a 90-degree pulse. That's why we take perpendicular to the applied magnetic field. Okay, so we have both Larmor frequencies. We have Larmor frequencies for both for both magnetic fields. Okay, now this will be mu L1 and this will be mu L2. So now we take the ratio of the mu L1 and mu L2. So when you take the ratio of their Larmor frequencies, that is mu L1 and mu L2, what we get? See, the mu L1 is equals to gamma B naught upon 2 pi, and the mu L2 is equals to gamma B1 upon 2 pi. Now here you see that gamma and 2 pi is a constant, so they can be cancelled out with each other. Okay, so ultimately we have a ratio of mu L1 upon mu L2 will be equals to B naught upon B1. Okay, B naught is a associated B naught is a magnetic field distance of your applied magnetic, and B1 is associated magnetic field distance. Okay, and in question we must find the value of mu L2. Okay, in question we have a value of mu L1 which is 100 megahertz. Okay, according to our question, and we have a value of B naught that is 2.5 Tesla, and value of B1 that is 2.5 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Okay, so place all the values in this equation, and we will get the Larmor frequency for associated magnetic field. Okay, so place all the values. So the value of mu L1 is 100 into 10 to the power 6 hertz upon this the value of mu L2 will be find out, and the value of B naught is 2.5 Tesla, and the value of B1 is 2.5 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Okay, so this 2.5 will be cancelled out by this 2.5. So ultimately the value of Larmor frequency associated with your associated magnetic field will be 100 into 10 to the power 6 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, so this will be 100 into 10 to the power 6 is 100 into 10 to the 100 to the power 8. Okay, sorry, this will be 10 to the power 8, not 100 to the power 8. This will be 10 to the power 8 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 4. So this will be 10 to the power 4 hertz. The associated Larmor frequency for your associated magnetic field. The Larmor frequency for your associated magnetic field will be 10 to the power 4 hertz. Okay, now what is the formula of pulse duration? So we know very well that formula of pulse duration is will be 1 by 4 into 2 pi by gamma B1. Okay, we must find the pulse duration for this associated magnetic field. Okay, so formula for this pulse duration will be 1 by 4 into 2 pi upon gamma B1. So friends, here you can conclude that mu L2 will be gamma into B1 upon 2 pi. Okay, so it means this is the reverse of this Larmor frequency. Okay, so it means the pulse duration is equals to 1 by 4 into 1 by mu L2. Okay, the reverse of your Larmor frequency, gamma b1 upon 2 pi. So this will be 1 by 4 into 1 upon 10 to the power 4 hertz. So it will be equals to 0.2. When you solve this, 1 by 4 is 0.25, and this 10 to the power 4 goes to numerator, then this will become 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, so this is 0.25 into 10 to the power minus 4, or we can say that pulse duration is in the form of 25 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, so this is your answer, and this will be your option number first. The option number first is the correct answer for this question. Understand? Okay, 25 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6. This is a pulse duration. See once again the solution of this question. Okay, it is a very important topic, friends. I hope you understand it. Okay, now we move towards our next question, and see, it says, upon application of a weak magnetic field, a line in the microwave absorption spectrum of rigid rotor splits into three lines. The quantum number J of the rotational energy level from which the transition originates is, and we have four options. Okay, and this question is coming for 4 marks. So let's do the solution of this question. Now see, according to our question, we have a condition that is, in a microwave absorption spectrum, rigid rotor splits into three lines. Okay, it will be splits into these three lines. Okay, now this will be happen in presence of electric field. Okay, when electric field is absent, then we will get only a single line in a absorption in microwave spectrum. But when it is observed in electric field, and then it will be split into multiplet. Okay, and this effect will known as your Stark effect. So in presence of electric field, in presence of electric field, Stark effect will be observed. Okay, Stark effect will be observed, and rotational lines will be split. So this is known as, in the presence of electric field, the single rotation line will be split into multiplet, and this will be known as your Stark effect. Okay, so the split out, and for degeneracy is, and after they split out, the degeneracy will be two into j plus 1. 2 into j plus 1. Okay, now see, what is a Stark effect. We have a rotational energy levels and associated with quantum number. Okay, for j is equals to 0, we have a 1 energy level, and for j is equals to 1, we have a 1 energy level. Okay, so in absence of field, in absence of electric field, they can't be split. Okay, but we say that when electric field present, the Stark effect will be observed. And what is Stark effect? The single line will be split into multiple lines. Okay, and the degeneracy of these lines will be given a 2j plus 1. So when in presence of field, the energy level associated with j is equals to 0 will not be split. Why? See, because according to 2j plus 1, the value of degeneracy will be 1, so it can't be degenerate. Okay, or it can't be split out because of value j is equals to 0. But here when you place j is equals to 1, the value of 2j plus 1 is equals to 3. So it means it will be split into 3 stages. According to 2j plus 1 in presence of field, the energy level associated with j is equals to 1 will be split into 3 lines and degeneracy is 3. Okay, the value is 0, this will be minus 1 and this will be plus 1. Okay, so so j is equals to 1 will be split into 3 energy levels according to 2j plus 1 rule. Okay, in present, but remember in presence of field, and this phenomenon is known as Stark effect. Okay, now in question we must ask that the quantum number of the rotational energy level from which the transition originates. Okay, from which the transition originates. So in microwave absorption spectroscopy, the selection rule says, what is the selection rule? First of all, you must know the selection rules. For any spectroscopy, when you find the transition are allowed or not, you must know the selection rule associated with this, associated with that. Okay, for example, in this problem, it is a problem from microwave absorption spectroscopy. Okay, and this and in this spectroscopy, the selection rule says that the value of delta j will be 0 or plus minus 1. This is a selection rule. Okay, so those transitions are allowed transition in which the difference in the j values will be 0 or plus 1 or minus 1. Okay, so here you see that the value of j will be 1, here the value of j will be minus 1, the value of j will be 0, and the value of j associated with this level is plus 1. Okay, so now we have a 3 possibility of transition. First of all, from 1 to minus 1. Okay, from 1 to minus 1. Now second is from 1 to 0. Okay, from 1 to 0, and the third possibility is from 0 to plus 1. This is 0, this is 1. So from 0 to minus 1, from 0 to 0, and from 0 to plus 1. So we have a 3 possible electronic transition from 0 to minus 1, from j is equals to 0 to 0, and from j is equals to 0 to plus 1. And you know very well that according to our selection rule, they all transitions are allowed transition, because in this transition j is equals to 0 to minus 1, the value of delta j is minus 1, here the value of delta j is 0, and here the value of delta j is plus 1, which are all are allowed transition. Okay, so we have a 3 allowed transition from j is equals to 0 to j is equals to 1. Okay, so it means all these transitions are originates from j is equals to 0. So we have number, the quantum number of a rotational energy level which the from which the transition originates is 0. Okay, this is a 0. So your option number A is the correct answer for this question. Option number 1 is the correct answer. Understand? Okay, why option number 1? Because j is equals to 0 is that quantum number from which the transition originates. Understand? See once again the solution of this question. Okay, Stark effect will be observed. I hope you understand it. Okay friends. सो फ्रेंड्स, ये थे आपके कुछ क्वेश्चन जो जून 2016 में फिजिकल स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी एंड टर्म सिंबल टॉपिक से पूछे गए थे. आई होप आपको समझ आए होंगे. फिर भी किसी भी तरह की डिफिकल्टी आए तो कमेंट सेक्शन में आके जरूर पूछिए. सो थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.